I'm making this video because I really can't stand anymore. This ID verification crap, it really isn't helping anyone. Now, granted, I haven't really watched much of what's going on in the world with this, and I'm mostly getting it from YouTube feeds. But when I just want to watch something on YouTube, it's like, why do I have to give up myself just to watch one video? And from all this, I'm realizing that none of this really seems to be helping. I mean, from seeing just people talk about the UK with it, is been data leaks, ID violations, and many other crap that's happening. And in the US, it just doesn't seem like no one knows what's going on. And weirdly enough, California passed a bill, from what I've seen, to put ID identification on all operating systems. Which, California, from what I know, isn't really the place that really makes a whole lot of sense when it comes to its laws. Some people I know that live out there told us about the water bill that's in California. $600 a month. Now, if you're paying a lot of money for water, you're probably thinking, oh, that's probably not too bad. But it's $600 a month on how much water you spend. I mean, you can spend 30 Olympic swimming pools by letting it run nonstop and you pay only $600. Or you use it to fill up 3 glasses of water in a month and you still pay $600. So from that, it doesn't seem like that all surprising that California would put age verifications on all operating systems from what I've heard. But what makes it even more crazy is when you realize that practically a lot of Hollywood and a lot of California runs on computers, I'm guessing a lot of their companies and a lot of their income is going to tank horribly because they have to put in their ID just to access the computer. Then when you add from that, you have to constantly do that for every employee, every person, just to use the equipment or use a computer. And from that, it's going to cause even more problems down the road if this goes globally. Granted, I hope it doesn't because it has been nothing but a problem. And from what I've seen and heard, it seems like the kids are not really the problem here. And from understanding some events that happened with my dad years ago, it kind of puts out that they think of the children as just a cover up for other things. My dad was trying to save a building because he wanted me, his son, to enjoy what he worked on. It was a place that was filled with science, things that were great. But they tore that down to make a children's museum. Even though the place that my dad originally worked at showed kids actual science. This children's museum has none of that. Well, on the internet, everyone's going to be exposed to anything. I mean, good, bad, neutral, inappropriate, or appropriate. And even when I was growing up, my parents showed me what I can watch and couldn't watch. Then, as time went on, they slowly creeped in us older stuff. And the thing I've noticed with this internet thing with kids is basically that the parents really don't know what their kids are actually watching. And with this ID verification crap, the reality is it's like you're exposing your kids to more danger than really just, I don't know, putting on basic parental locks. I mean, I have safe search on mine, and I'm over 20. And the reason why I have it on there is so I just don't get viruses. But kids younger than me, on whatever the hell this ID verification crap considers a kid, doesn't even make any sense on why it needs to, give up your kid's identification just to access stuff they either need for school, want to watch, or I don't know, just to use the computer to play a game that's on a disc. And oddly enough, people are saying, "Oh, if you support VPNs, you're supporting pedophiles or child molesters." The disturbing aspect is, how do you know? how the hell do you not know that these people that are getting your kids' information, how do you know they're not pedophiles or child molesters? I know that's disturbing to say, but it's like you really don't know who these people are. You might think, oh, it deletes it on your phone. But yeah, but like other files that are on a hard drive, you can actually retrieve those files. I'm not tech savvy to know how to do that, but my point is people can retrieve files that have been deleted. From that, it kind of begs the question on, is this really going to help anyone? It, in my opinion, is not. In fact, it's going to make the internet a lot worse. And I mean incredibly worse. And from this, the AI crap that's also being promoted with this, it probably doesn't even know what's real or not of age, human, or anything. I mean, people are using Gmod, Death Stranding, and many other platforms to bypass it, which I'm glad because I don't really like the idea of giving my face to someone I have no idea who they are. And seeing Discord go down the tube, it shows that this is really not the best marketing or financial way of going on this. And me on YouTube, the disturbing aspect is it's like, yeah, I want this to be my job. It's been awful finding a job in any way, shape, or form just to, I don't know, survive, I guess. With this age verification crap, it's like I'm going to be locked out of my work. And to rope this back to California, a lot of their income, a lot of Hollywood is run by computers. I think mostly Macintosh or Apple, and they all use computers. With this age verification crap, every time when they need to log in, every time they buy a new laptop, new computer, they need to constantly give their age, which is going to extend the time just to catch up everyone on just accessing the equipment. It's going to take longer for movies and stuff to just come out. And being a film buff, it doesn't sound like a good system. And in addition with that, it's like, from what I've heard, it has the operating system has to have identification requirements for them to even access the computer. And the worst part about that is from the law saying all operating systems, I mean, just to basically get a coffee, I have to sell my soul just to get a cup of Joe. And let's get even more crazy with it. What about operating systems that are obsolete? I mean, take Windows 95. A lot of that's obsolete, but some people still preserve it. Keep it running, keep it going. And with this whole age verification crap, how can they legally say that Windows 95 can actually, be up to the standards? You might think, oh, it has to be all operating systems that are in the modern time. From what I've heard, it says all, mostly. And it just doesn't seem like a lot of this is going to be usable or functionable for any work at all. And I mean, a lot of people that are on YouTube are going to really suffer from this. And besides YouTube, I mean, just any big corporation is going to suffer from it. And from what I've seen, some are actually leaving the countries because they just can't do this age verification. And in addition with that, it's like saying like, oh, it's think of the children. And that's what it always comes back to. Now, to rope back in my father, the idea that he hated children was kind of used as a springboard to kind of promote more with them changing this building into a children's museum. My dad wasn't against children. He just wanted a place that his son, a child, would enjoy one day when he was old enough to actually go and experience it. but they used the he hates children card to kind of weasel their way to make their own political idea much more pronounced than really what my dad was trying to do. And what my dad was trying to do was preserve both history, I guess to some degree his job, and something that his son would find interesting when he got older. But these people that are saying think of the children, I have no idea who they are. Literally, I have no idea who these people are. And yet I don't have kids. So how can I say the kids I know are watching horrible and disturbing things or inappropriate things? They also bring up porn and many other things. But here's the issue with that, in my opinion. How the hell do you know that these kids are even being damaged by it? They might just see it and be like, oh, and then move on. Or they might think, oh, that's uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell my parents what this is so I can get some information. Or, oh my god, this is uncomfortable. I need to tell my parents about it right away so I can understand what the hell I just watched. And for me in this situation, years ago, I saw a uncomfortable episode of Supernatural. I actually found the episode of that. And that freaked me out when I was little. I told my parents about it, and as I got older, I kind of was just intrigued on what that was. And granted, I can understand that, okay, we want to protect children, but I don't think it's going to be the age verification thing that will be used to save or protect these kids. Because, like I said before, we have no idea who's getting this information. And seeing that there's hundreds and hundreds of data leaks, how the hell do you know that these people are even going to be, protected when these leaks happen? I mean, for example, if I get someone's information and do nothing with it, I just say, yeah, I've collected 3 million people, all from ranging from A to Z, all from different genders and all this. It's my private collection of people. That would be like, okay, you're a collector, a very uncomfortable collector. But on the other hand, someone could be a racist or an anti-Semite. And they might find locations of the people they hate or their identities and send horrible ways, or even coming to their location and really hurting them pretty badly. Now, granted, you might think, oh, Seth, this is not going to happen with this. How do you know this? Do you work in there? And what if you have an agenda in this? From what I've seen, it mostly seems like data mining, mostly. And from this, it also causes even more issues. If it's using to train AI with all this, what exactly is the end goal? Marketing? Resource management? Or it doesn't even make any sense in what the end goal is with with any of this. And from all this, I have actually went back onto my anti-anxiety meds, which is not a healthy sign with all this age verification crap going on. And some of it, yes, I understand, is unpredictability, anxiety, and unknowing what will happen. But the main reason is I just want to be left alone. I think is the big thing. I want to be left alone. Because I don't want someone to get my ID and just send tons of crap to me. And it's like, oh, you clicked on this. Here, have this. And it's like, I didn't click on this. I didn't even look at this. What the hell are you sending this to me? And it's like, all I just want to be is left alone most of the time. Working on my projects for YouTube. Going to school. I don't want to have to sign in with my ID every time. I just want to, I don't know, do my work. And to get even more crazy, what about all over the world? What's that going to happen? And it just doesn't seem like it's protecting kids, because do kids are getting like question on any of this? Do they have any like input to give? And I mean, most of the kids at my library all just play Roblox. And to be honest, the thing I'm more concerned about these kids is them learning and seeing all this AI crap and learning the 6-7 joke. And I don't even know what skibbity is. Is it like, oh, it's bad, it's shit? What the hell is it? I'm making this rant because I need to get this out, because it's been festering, it's been making me mad, it's been angering me. It's just horrible, and I don't want it to happen. And seeing people getting VPNs just to have privacy, granted I don't know what they are, but I hope most of the majority are using it for legal reasons. I just don't think that this age verification crap is going to end well. And disturbingly, how do you know that not everyone has the right ID? How do you know these people don't have anything that is really that? I mean, not to like get into full conspiracy theory or anything, but my point is not everyone has an ID, and not everyone uses an ID for some of their work. And disturbingly, how the hell do you not know that someone might have hacked and got someone else's ID just to bypass his age verification? I mean, if a kid is tech savvy enough, they could just use their parents' ID. So even with that said, it's like no one is safe still. Before making this video, I talked to my friend Aaron. He is also on YouTube. A very nice guy, and he very means well when his friends are in trouble. He really does the best he can to help us out. And me making this is just a way to vent. I don't want to put any pressure on my friends about my own stress or my own problems. And it's good to talk to my friends about it. But it gets even more crazy with just, I need to submit my ID just to use my phone. If that comes into play in where I am, it's going to cause even more problems, because a lot of people need their phone. And I'm not just talking about adults, I'm saying a lot of kids need their phone for safety and for other reasons. Now, my only solution, well, my two solutions I could think of. One, you put age restriction on there. By that, I mean you just put parental locks on it. Or two, you basically get them a very limited phone. I mean, incredibly limited. I mean, it could just like call and text. I mean, that could be it. But from saying like protect the children, I have no idea what the hell they're being protected from. And to be honest, at this point, I think the people that are trying to push for this AI ID verification crap, I think we need to protect the children from them at this point. And the way that the society is going, from me being in the US, I really am scared for what's going to happen in how many years. And to get even more crazy with it, I'm kind of running off fumes, or just trying to think of what else to say. It just feels like that it's going to get crazier, because just to do anything, I don't think will be worth doing it on the internet anymore. I mean, my teacher RJ that does my chemistry class had to submit his biometric data just to open his school account for teaching. And when we were in lab, that's what he was doing while we were doing the experiment. About 2 hours worth of it. So yeah, from all this AI verification to just accessing the internet, I really don't think this is going to go well. And oddly enough, I am fine with just logging in. That could be the easiest way to fix a lot of this. I mean, don't give your kids an email. Just wait a few years and just let them log in. I mean, you can give them an email later on. And from what I've heard of the Japanese with their phone policy, all the parents have to do is sign a waiver and their kid's phone is unlocked for other content. Yeah, this has been festering for probably 2 months, to be honest. It has not been helpful. It has not been good for my mental health. It has not been that great just to watch what I want to watch. And a YouTube channel called Dorkly posted if video games were realistic. I forget the number, but somewhat the recent one. I'm thinking, what makes what gave you the idea that was for kids in the first place? And I don't know. I'm just, in a way, I'm doing this as a form of therapy just to get my opinion out so it doesn't drive me insane. Yeah, I have not, once again, I have not had the best mental health in so long. With this. And to get even more crazy with it, it just doesn't even seem to make any sense with what is adult and what is kid. I mean, granted, I as kids watched inappropriate content back in the 2010s all the way up to uh, 20 either 2018 or 2019, kind of either when they added the Child Safety Act thing before or after. And to be honest, a lot of the kids I talk to now don't really seem that different from other kids I talk to that haven't watched all that stuff. So I don't really think it's really damaging kids in the same way that people are thinking. And oddly enough, I don't even know what really counts as adult anymore, to be honest, or kid friendly. Even the stuff I'm watching from my childhood, I even question if it's kid friendly or not. I don't know. Once again, I'm just making a rant because I just need to get this out before either something worse happens with my mental health or something else happens in the world. And to be honest, I think the real best way, besides the parental locks or giving them a very limited phone, I think one of the better choices would be just take the kids outside. I mean, the parents give your kid a ball and play catch with them. Go to the park. Hell, even just driving to an ice cream shop, get an ice cream, and just talk. Or hell, forget streaming. Go to the movies. I mean, yeah, it's dark and a little loud, but hey, they'll see a movie on the big screen and have a good time. I mean, there's other solutions than for social media. And granted, I don't even know what that is most of the time. But why are even kids on social media? I don't even know why that's a thing. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I back when I was little, a guy lied to on being on Facebook. He was just the same age as me back in oh, how many years ago? But when we were little, he lied about being on Facebook. So, and I even questioned him. Once again, the same age. I questioned like, why? I mean, you lied. So, frankly, I don't even know what the hell any of this age verification crap really means. I mean, anyone can lie online. And removing that privacy, you might be exposing a lot more people to danger than really helping them out. And I think that's where the big problem with all this is happening. When you're online, hopefully still, you have a persona. You can act any way you want. But removing that veil can cause even more pain, more suffering, and even more hate than it than without this age verification crap. And yeah, it really exposes a lot more people to harm than really safety. And yeah, I just think that's kind of the main thing. And oddly enough, even the books I've read, by removing that safety causes a lot more dictatorship vibes to come up. I've seen people say 1984 came real, but the way that my dad kind of put it, 1984 happened when the phone became like a security blanket. Well, I think I've said enough. I really don't want this age verification crap to really remove anyone's ability to do what they want online. Any work that I have done, or really my friends' privacy. I want them to be safe as well. So I just hope that it doesn't go through. Well, I'm Seth Bar-zak, and this was a way of me coping with this horrible situation. Well, thank you for listening if you got this far. Goodbye.